Like, how many takes on average are you taking for a certain video?
I have a video where I get hit in the nuts, but that video took probably like 10, 15 takes.
Do you get hit in the nuts 10 or 15 times?
I was in negotiations with like 4 or 5 different towel companies. I reached out to Volair because I felt like their brand and their company really resonated with me. Because like you guys played pickleball before it was like cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I used to tell people I play tennis. What's going on, everybody? Here we are today at Conversations with DJ. Today we have VinnyPickleball.
Hello, everyone from home.
Yeah, he's a obviously, as you know, and you probably watch him, a pickleball content media creator, right?
Yep.
And it's mostly kind of like funny comedian, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, mostly I say funny and relatable content, I would say, for pickleball. For me, it makes it really enjoyable in terms of just watching like someone laugh about my videos. Mm-hmm. And also it's just also really fun for me to make them because I think like when I'm filming, I'm just laughing to myself as we're doing the filming, everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think my ultimate goal with like funny pickleball content is to make people laugh and to really spread the game of pickleball through comedy.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. So my first question for you is, I have created content myself. I guess this is technically content too, right?
This is the content.
I've done content where it's like a little on the funnier side, or maybe it's kind of like a giveaway or whatever. Like for you, when you're making your content, like how many takes on average are you taking for a certain video?
It really depends. It depends on the idea behind the video. Mm-hmm. Some shots are way easier to shoot than others. I have a video where I get hit in the nuts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blaine. Thank you for sending it to DJ. But that video took probably like 10, 15 takes.
What you got?
Because
sorry. Do you get hit in the nuts 10 or 15 times?
No, but I got hit around it multiple times. And then I think on like the 15th one, it hit. I was like, I think we could do better. So we hit one more. Wow. So my legs, my quads, my thighs, and my stomach were like bombarded. But yeah, we got the perfect shot afterwards. I was like, okay, this is the shot. And usually when I like make videos, I kind of have it all planned out like how it should look in my mind.
Yeah.
It's about finding the people and actually just filming it in the way that I see it.
Yeah.
And so after I film it, it's actually super easy to put it all together because like I already know what it should look like.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you edit the videos yourself too, or do you give that to somebody else to edit?
As of right now, I do it all by myself. My stuff isn't anything super complicated. Like to do a podcast like this where you're putting it on YouTube, I think it requires an actual someone who's really good at editing. Mm-hmm. I think for like shorts on especially Instagram and TikTok and stuff, the fact that it's short form, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, it's
like a 10-second video,
yeah.
And like editing that tops like 20 minutes maybe. But at some point I would love to like offload that. But as of right now, I just do it myself. It's super easy.
So do you do like a little like CapCut?
CapCut is huge. I know that like IG edits, that's like a new thing now. Mm-hmm. And apparently people are using that because if you edit on IG edits, IG will push your like reels out to like a little bit bigger audience.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
it's kind of like AI a little.
Yeah, like okay. So they have like AI to detect when the video is edited on like CapCut. Mm-hmm. And if they like see that you edited on CapCut and just uploaded it through IG edits, they're not gonna push it as much versus just editing on IG edits like completely, like originally.
Interesting. Yeah. So did you, I guess like when you decided to create pickleball content, right? Or content for pickleball, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Were you first and foremost a pickleball player? Did you just love pickleball? Or were you like, oh, let me just go create some content in this little like silly sport?
Dude, I was hooked.
Okay.
I've been like a sports junkie like forever in my life. I played football, basketball, and volleyball in high school. I was a college football player, like a D3 school. So like sports have been like such an important part of my life. I played basketball even after college, but I blew up my ACL. And then I was trying to find something a little more safe and like less risky, I guess. Tried golf, and it was a little bit too slow, a little bit expensive. And like you didn't burn calories playing golf. Like it's fun to hit like a ball, but you don't burn calories, bro. So then
you're gonna get a lot of haters from this.
Yeah, golf is not, play pickleball, y'all. Play pickleball. But yeah, tried pickleball, and I think at first I wasn't necessarily hooked, I would say. But around like There was a trip where I went down to Florida for a week and I played down there, got my like ass kicked. Can I say ass? I got my butt kicked, and I went back home to Boston, and like I could see the progress that that ass whooping that I took in Florida made me a better player in Boston. And like the people I would play with in Boston were like, dude, you got way better in that week.
Yeah.
And I think after seeing that progression or like that progress, I was like, whoa, like this is cool.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where like at this point I was playing maybe, this is probably 2 months in, 1 month in, where I was playing maybe 5 days a week for like 4 or 5 hours a day.
Wow.
And I was hooked, dude. I was like, I should probably do something productive with this time. And I was like, you know what? Like, I think pickleball is still only scratching the surface of like what it can be. And I still think that like today. And I was just looking around like on IG, and like there wasn't really a lot of people that were doing anything like funny pickleball like related stuff. So I was like, okay, let me just start filming stuff. Especially after hearing a podcast from Ed Jew. Funny enough, I'm actually staying with him. He's my like hero. Got to see him today. But dude, his podcast was great where he was like, you don't need fancy equipment or anything like that. Just go and grab your phone and start recording.
Yeah.
And literally after I heard that, I literally went and started recording videos ever since.
Yeah.
But yeah, so long-winded answer. Love sports, love sports like from the very beginning. And I just wanted to do something more productive with my time. And making content just seemed like a real fun thing to do. And it just kind of snowballed.
Yeah.
Up to the point until I was like, wait, I should just try to do this full time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing, right, to me is that kind of like you were saying, like you play pickleball, you're like, I'm wasting some time here, even though I'm having fun, right? But it's nothing productive. Then you grab a phone, you start filming videos. But then kind of like you're saying, like it snowballed into like what you're doing now. You're doing like guest appearances at like Pickleball Escape this weekend. Like how does that feel where you're just kind of like, man, like I'm getting like invited to go to these places and play pickleball and like take pictures and whatever.
Dude, I'm sure you feel this way as like a professional pickleball player. It's pretty unreal. Like, did I imagine my life to be like this, or did I imagine when I first started pickleball, this would be the kind of route I would go? Not necessarily.
Yeah, and it happened quick too.
It happened quick, dude. It's been like I've been doing it full time for 6 months, and really within those 6 months, like when I put my head down, it's been like just grinding on it. People see it, opportunities come up, and it's pretty surreal. Like the fact that I'm sitting here with you right now, like that's crazy. Yeah, it's my honor, bro. It's my honor. But yeah, man. Like I think that at the end of the day, what I am is like very grateful for the opportunity to have people, like my videos or at least see it, and to show up at a random park where at least 1 or 2 people will be like, hey, like aren't you that guy that made that like rice scooper video, or like you stayed up for 24 hours? And I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And like, they're like, hey, can we take a picture? I'm like, dude, this is weird, but sure. Like,
yeah.
And I think that for me, it's definitely a blessing. Definitely didn't expect it at all from when I first started. I was just like, hey, like I'm just gonna put videos out there. If something happens, it happens. If not, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't expect it to get to this point where I'm doing this full time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So did Volair, because for everyone out there, obviously you're sponsored by Volair, right?
Volair Pals, buy it, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Obviously I know Ryan well, right? And we went to dinner together at Corbone back in Vegas.
Shout out Wes. Thanks, Wes.
Yeah, thanks, Wes. But did Volair come through, like did they reach out to you because your content was doing well? Do you reach out to them and you were like, hey, like, I'm doing content, I'm wondering if I can get some support? Like how would you explain your situation for other people that maybe want to get out there and create content and they're looking for help to like kind of get out there?
Yeah, so I would say that there's a guy named Pickleball Brian. He was a Volair guy for like a while. But
he lives in Austin, I think.
He lives in Austin. Yeah, he's a great dude. Really, really awesome guy. If you ever DM him, he'll respond back to you, which is really nice. But like when I first started, maybe like 1 month in, I saw his videos. I thought they did really well, like in terms of metrics as well as the production of it. And I saw that he was sponsored by Volair, and I straight up cold DM'd him. I was like, hey, how did you get like sponsored?
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, like just create quality content and do it consistently, and they'll come to you.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's a pretty simple answer. So it's about actually executing. So I think I spent the next honestly 6 to 7 months just making videos for like PAL companies and stuff. It got to a point where I was like, okay, like around the six month mark, I was doing pretty well in terms of metrics and stuff like that. I was like, okay, maybe I should start looking out for like sponsors for like to do these videos with or for.
Yeah.
To get something back for the time.
Right.
And so there was like, I was in negotiations with like 4 or 5 different PAL companies, and I reached out to Volair because I felt like their brand and their company really resonated with me.
Yeah.
And they had like a roster of like funny pickleball content creators already.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like I when you know Juan,
Yeah.
Juan Sean,
Yeah.
Sean, he's a big part of that team, Pickleball Holic, Pickleball Brian also, and Fit to Serve. But basically, I saw their content. I was like, hey, like my stuff would fit in like really perfectly well with them, and I've got to meet some of the people on their team, like Brian and Sean. I was like, dude, like it makes a lot of sense. Let me just reach out to see if there's any interest. And funny enough, Ryan, the CEO, was like, hey, I've seen your stuff. Let's hop on a call.
Yeah.
And it's just it kind of was a really easy conversation. I think that I've been with them for 2 months now, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any form of like, competitiveness between the content creators, like either within the Volair brand or outside of the Volair brand?
I would probably say it's probably more so outside.
Okay.
I think for me, my experience so far has been, well, my general like thought process about content in general is that like you should always collaborate because it's the best way to like get reach in general.
I agree.
It's also fun to meet people like who are also creating content or just doing the same things that you're doing.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough where like whenever I reach out to someone, they're like, yeah, we should definitely make a video together. And so I think internally in Volair, it's really, it sounds cliche, but everyone's like friends with each other.
Yeah.
Whenever we can make videos together, we will. Like whenever I come to LA, I'm always shooting with Sean. Me and Sean went to Austin and we were shooting around like all over there.
By Sean, you mean Juan, right? Juan Sean or
Juan Sean, but
Okay.
but legal name Sean, first name.
I like Juan better.
Dude, I know. So when I first met him, when I first met him, I thought his name was Juan.
Yeah.
And then my friend Frank, also on his pickleball, he's like, no, his name is actually Sean.
Yeah.
But Juan Sean is actually it's such a great name.
Yeah, Juan Sean. Yeah, it's great.
It's great. But yeah, I think in terms of like content creators outside of the brand, I think everyone's always trying to raise awareness or get I guess attention for their brand, of course, which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But I think more often than not, everyone's really cool because like it's pickleball. It's not super serious in that way where like it's like life or death,
Yeah.
So it's easier to I think collaborate as long as the person's like cool with it.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to collaborate with like Jack Monroe, Len Yang. There's a handful of people who are like really cool content creators, and they're like, yeah, let's just do this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, for sure. And like when I think of like the actual Volair brand itself, right? Like Fit to Serve, you, Juan Jean.
Yeah.
Even like somebody like Dylan Frazier, right? Which I'm really close with. Like he doesn't create that form of content, but it's just overall very nice, very easygoing.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask him, he'll 9 out of 10 times he'll say yes, right?
Yeah.
So it's very fitting that all of you guys are with Volair.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Dylan, man. Like that's my guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you get to hang out with him?
Well, during one of the breaks before he played Gabe and Ben, we had lunch together. He had lunch. I was just sitting at the table and we were just like chatting, and really nice
You
guy.
didn't have lunch together, man. Stop it. Not with Dylan Frazier.
No, but really nice guy, and I think once you get to actually chat with them, super down to earth and super cool guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And you guys have known each other for a while?
Yeah, dude. So it's really funny. Like this is a really funny story. So we must have been like 19 and 20 or something like that, right? We're only like 25, 24, I think. But we were playing this USAP Newport Beach Pickleball, whatever. I don't think it was APP or PPA even at the time. I don't know exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And he was playing with a friend of mine that I used to train with here in Orange County. His name is Matt Chow.
Nice.
And he lives in Orange County. And so I was like, hey, I live in Oceanside. Can I stay with you? Because I don't want to drive from Oceanside to Newport every single day. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. You can just take the room upstairs. Dylan Frazier has a room downstairs. And I'm like, who the fuck is Dylan Frazier? There's no such thing as pro pickleball. And I'm like, okay, sounds good, this and this. And then basically the night before we all go to dinner, hang out, and me and Dylan are talking, just really like basically what you and him did, but just like super two normal dudes just having conversation. And then in the morning or like at night we decided like, hey, I'm gonna take you because I drove to OC, but he flew to OC.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll take you to the court. So like, let's go warm up, and I'll take you to the courts after.
Nice.
And it's like, okay, like, so what time are we going? And I was like, well, we need to be there at 8. So how about we leave here like 7?
Uh-huh.
And it's like 7:30. I'm like, no, like it's like a 25-minute drive. Like, there's no way we can get there at 8, whatever. And he goes, okay, I'll be up at like 7:23.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what is like this guy's fucking with me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I go to bed, whatever. And I wake up early. It's like 7 a.m. I go downstairs, get a protein smoothie. I start drinking this smoothie 7:15. Fucking Dylan's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like 7:20, nowhere to be found. And I'm like, actually, like we really do gotta go because if he wakes up and has to eat breakfast or whatever, it's just never gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I like literally kind of sneak into the room like, hey, like I'm about to like, wake him up.
Yeah.
It's like 7:25 and like the alarm goes off. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is completely true or not, but I swear he was already dressed.
Oh, nice.
Like pickleball dressed to go.
That's nice.
Shoes at the end of the bed, puts the shoes on and he grabs the bag and goes,
Let's go.
I'm ready.
That's how you gotta do it, though. That's how you gotta do it.
And I'm about to walk out the front door. And he goes, oh, 1 second. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Like, he's just not going to be ready.
Yeah.
Goes to the fridge, grabs a Sprite and a Pop-Tart. And he goes, okay, now we're good.
That's hilarious.
And we're out the front door by 7:26.
That's great. That's great, man. That's
like,
great.
how insane is that?
That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane.
And then ever since, like, we've just been, like, really good friends.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
even to this day, like, in Vegas, where we're into Corbone, like, we stay together in Vegas. We're going to stay together in Cincinnati.
Nice.
We're staying together in Virginia. And, usually we have more people like Eric Constance, Pablo, sometimes Fed. But yeah, we do go back quite a bit, and we're still really good friends. So
that's awesome because like you guys both played pickleball before it was like cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I used to tell people I play tennis.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how lame it was. But dude, Dylan is a beast. But let's get back to you. Appreciate the question. So you're in OC now. You're doing this tour-ish, right? You started where, in San Diego, or
I started in Vegas.
Started in Vegas.
Started in Vegas. Drove home to LA to drop off Igor. His tag is like Think Different. Mm-hmm. And then I drove down to San Diego because that's my first time, and I've heard really great things about like pickleball down there.
Yeah.
Just haven't had the time to go, so I went to the hub down there as well as Poinsettia.
Poinsettia Park.
Yep. And then
I used to live like right around there.
It's a beautiful park, and the competition like for open play is actually really good. Like very surprisingly like some high level play. And I went to Bernie Terrace, Terrence or something.
That I don't know.
Another place, but honestly, like the pickleball down there was like. It's pretty top notch, and the weather is great down there for pickleball.
Yeah, weather is unbelievable.
I also had a California burrito. It was very, very good.
What'd you think of that?
The fries inside a burrito is actually very nice.
You've never had it?
Never had it.
That's wild, dude. I get there's a place called Sancho's Tacos. So if you ever actually want Mexican or in the area, like that to me is like the best place.
Okay, cool.
And they do have it's called like Caliway burrito, and it's basically a California burrito, and like it's so good.
All right, I'm gonna have to try that again. But yeah, I thought the first one was good. But yeah, so went to San Diego for 3 days. Stayed with one of my friends. His name is Don Alto. He's like he was in Boston as a aspiring like pro, but he recently moved back. But then I went to LA for 2 days, and then now I'm back in Orange County for like a couple more days.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm going to the San Jose, San Francisco, and then head to Seattle.
Okay.
So I'm doing like a mini West Coast tour.
Yeah.
It all kind of stemmed from like I was supposed to do a Guinness World Record attempt. Yeah, I know, right? Where we would play pickleball for 40 hours.
Yeah.
We were actually supposed to be doing it today. Today's supposed to be the start, actually.
But you're not doing it.
We pushed it back. We were like, I honestly wanted to do it to this weekend. I think I could have, but I think the rest of the team was like, hey, maybe we should like low key train for it and like
How do you train for that? I think you just do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think they wanted more like to get more sponsors and stuff like that,
Okay.
and like do it right by the guidelines. Because like the Guinness World Records, they set you a list of rules that you can and like what you needed to do, and it's pretty extensive. So we just wanted to make sure we have everything checked off.
Okay.
So I think pushing it back was I think at the right call, but yeah,
You don't seem convinced, man.
no. I mean, I think if it was like an unofficial thing, I think I would have just done it.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, just to make sure that everything goes like well, I think it's okay to push it back. So
Okay.
either way, I already bought my tickets. I invited some friends over to like come fly over here too. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna still do this. So it's been more so like less about the record and more so just like come out to the communities, go to the local parks, let's go play and like see how it's been. And so far, it's been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite, like maybe even not state, but like city so far around the area?
OC, man.
OC?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
man, Orange County, like in terms of food wise, there's nothing like it. Also the pickball scene, like Los Cabs, the fact that a place like that exists,
Yeah, it's sick.
insane. Like pickball heaven, bro.
Yeah, Los Cap is sick. The most interesting about Los Cap to me is that you are there, let's say from 7 or 8 to like 11 or 12, and
Yeah.
it's like all 50 plus courts are being used.
Yeah.
And then like at like 1 to 3 p.m. ish, it's like ghost town. You'll
Yeah.
only find people like me training in the sun and stuff like that. And then like back at 4 to like 9 p.m. is like super busy again.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I mean, I went filming there 2 days ago, and I started filming at like 2 p.m. It was dead, and it was weird. It was weird to see that because I've been to Los Cabs before, and to see how busy it can get to seeing it being empty. Like 2 p.m. Granted, it was really hot. Like I get why. It's
Well, that's
empty.
exactly why it is. Yeah.
Like dude, the sun just beats down on you. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I basically stayed there from 2 to closing, like 9:30. Around like 5, that's when everyone like started like coming in, and it got really busy.
Yeah.
It was cool to see that transformation. But yeah, I think OC for me has been one of my favorites. I think Austin is like really close too. I think the pickleball scene in Austin is actually like unreal. Like
Yeah.
some good places there too.
Yeah, Austin is sick. I used to live in Dripping Springs, right where Dreamland was. I used to live on site at Dreamland. I don't know if you know
nice.
about Dreamland
No, I
itself,
don't.
but it's like it was a pickleball facility where like MOP was held, some PPAs
nice.
were kind of played there. And I used to go to Austin consistently because Dripping Springs didn't have much
Yeah.
to offer in the sense of like the town itself. So I used to go to Austin all the time.
Yeah.
And the thing that I love about Austin is the food.
Yeah.
But the thing that you don't get in Austin that you get here is just the weather itself.
The weather here is you can't match it. Maybe Florida. All the pros are in Boca. Like why aren't you in Boca?
So the most honest answer I can give you is that I feel like I'm in a way different part of my life than most of those people are. Like I grew up on the West Coast. I grew up like 40 minutes from here.
Yeah.
And moving to the East Coast with like, a wife and soon to be like 2 daughters, right? Like
Congratulations.
Thank you. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. And the reality is for me, even though I'm only 25, I've already done that. I moved from Oceanside to Austin for 2 years to play pickleball.
Yeah.
So I've already done all that stuff. It's just I got done sooner because I did it sooner. Right? So to where if you're, let's say, I don't know, like 28 and you want to give pro pickleball a try and you want to go to Boca because you have nothing else going on, then yeah, sure, go ahead, right? But like for me now, it's just kind of like I already done that, and so for me to like go out there and do it again, it's like
Doesn't make sense.
it's just no, I already done it. Like I already got that like
Experience.
ick or whatever scratched off. Whatever it is.
that
You
makes
know what I
sense.
mean? And honestly, like it's kind of tough, right? Because if you don't have a kid, you don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things where like it just makes more sense to be here, close to family, close to my in-laws, close to my family, and somewhere where the support system and your friends and like it's just so much more important to me than playing pickleball.
No, that makes
or
sense.
like living somewhere to like play pickleball.
Yeah.
So
I guess how do you balance all that? Because like
you
being,
don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, it's funny. Like I recently had a lunch with my dad and we went to a place called Naked Cafe.
Okay.
you don't eat naked. Just,
Yeah,
that's just what it's called.
Thank you for the clarification. Thank you.
But it's really good, really healthy. And my fitness trainer from back in like 2020 or whatever it was, 2019, actually works there as like a, store manager or whatever. So like I was like, oh shit, like he's here. Started talking, whatever, showing me videos of me working out back in the day, and this and that. And fuck, where was I going with this? What was your question?
How do you balance?
Yeah. No, I was basically just saying like, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with it, but
No worries, man. No worries.
yeah, you don't really get to balance it. You just kind of like do things and hope to figure it out. Because I was gonna say, because he asked me the same thing, like, how are you doing it? Like playing pro and traveling and and working and all this stuff and having 2 daughters and or 1.5 and a wife. And I was like, I don't know, you just do it.
So as like a pro pickleball player, you're traveling a lot, right?
Yeah.
Because the tournaments are all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess like how does that work for you? Like, do you have like someone to cover that for you to go to all these places or?
No, it's basically like I have my, quote unquote UPA salary, right? And that's kind of where it comes from. And I put that into the business, which I have a Darren Young LLC business sort of thing, and I pay myself enough money to like cover all of that, and then I just buy my own flights and hotels and all this stuff, and you try to share with your friends because it makes it more fun. It's slightly a little bit cheaper. But no, I do everything myself. So it's like I'm also like an accountant, and I'm also like booking flights and all this stuff, and so I do it all myself.
I love that, man. That's cool. That's
so
cool.
It's very fun. My next question for you, right? Because you were saying about your 48 hour playing pickleball and all this stuff, but you're still going to Pickleball Escape.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to tell everyone what you're going to be doing over there, if you want to go see you.
Yeah. If anyone's around, what's today's date?
Oh, is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, they might not see this.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to Pickleball Escape with Juan Sean, Dink Different, and Honest Pickleball to do basically a meet and greet where basically members at Pickleball Escape can come and meet us and like play against us. There are prizes if you beat us, which are like carbon paddles and Volair paddles.
Oh, nice.
It's just honestly just like a fun way to engage the community.
Yeah.
The guys who own Pickleball Escape, Ton and stuff like that, are really great guys, and they were really nice enough to offer their facility as a place to do this. And even though we're not doing it this week, I was like, hey, we're in town. We might as well do something with this. So let's do a meet and greet. But yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, no, it's sick. I was going to do a follow-up question, but instead I'm going to ask you, because you were talking about how addictive pickleball was and how you played all these other sports.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so what makes pickleball in your eyes so addictive compared to, every other sport that you played?
I think for me at least, I think it's the competitiveness of it as well as seeing the growth and progression.
Yeah.
I think growing up as like an athlete, you're kind of wired to like kind of compete. And I think a lot of people, after maybe like college, most of them don't do anything after besides like rec leagues or anything like that. I think pickleball allows most people to get that competitive fire out again. And even though it's just pickleball, games get really intense.
Yeah.
And I think that feeling of just competing and like, hey, I'm gonna play my best, you're gonna play your best, we're gonna see who's the better pickleball player. I think for me, I love that feeling of just like trying my best and like seeing if I'm better than this person.
Yeah.
If I get my ass kicked, I get my ass kicked, which is fine. But I think it's the idea of competing that makes it like really fun for me. And it's cool to see that, because I'm playing against, better players that will kick my ass, I'm getting better from it. And I'll see that from like, whether I play at tournaments or when I see some old friends and I play with them, they're like, dude, you got way better. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a nice feeling, Yeah. And I think that, there's not a lot of sports that allow you to do it in such a social way. And it's also quote unquote like safer, When I tore my ACL playing basketball, being out for an entire year, not doing like anything, it sucked.
Yeah.
And, I feel like pickleball allows you to at least prevent that to a certain extent. Of course, like people have injuries, of course.
Yeah.
But it's slightly reduced, I would say, compared to like soccer or football or basketball.
anything with like more contact, right? Can be like more dangerous.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on So a little backstory, so you kind of understand where I'm coming from. So I have a really good friend, plays pickleball, really good player. Not gonna say his name
No worries.
because otherwise they'll know I said it about him.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
But basically, he was playing pickleball, you know, blah blah blah, this and this. Ball goes to his partner. Partner shanks it. The ball hits his eye.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Loses vision. Can't see.
Shit.
You know, goes to the doctor. They do like a minor procedure. Tells him to rest for like 4 to 6 weeks. Eventually gets, you know, all his sight, all his like, you know, ability to see back. Pretty scary,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because like, oh shit, I just got hit by a wiffle ball on my eye. Like I can't see. I'm a pirate now, right?
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on maybe, you know, wearing glasses, maybe having the sport be a little slower, maybe the paddles getting less hot? Like, what are your thoughts on all that stuff?
I think glasses are actually a really great idea. I don't know, for me, I don't.
Yeah, I
but-
don't do it either.
I don't
makes
know.
sense,
It makes a ton
yeah.
of sense. It's like a seatbelt. Like it makes a lot of sense. You should wear a seatbelt. I do wear my seatbelt though, just to be clear.
And not in the backseat.
But yeah, for me, I think that like glasses should be a pretty important part of the game. Cause yeah, dude, like when it fucks with your eyes, like that's when it's like actually scary.
Yeah.
I was in Austin. I was playing with Elop, Paul Lee, and during that like 2-hour session, I got hit in the eyes twice, both in both on each eye.
Yeah.
It was actually the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
But it just hurts. Like getting hit in the eyes, it just sucks. But yeah, I think generally people should wear glasses just for the extra protection. I saw like there's like these frames where there's actually no lenses. It's just like
Yeah, it's the kitchen blockers. I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
yeah, those things are hilarious. But I get it. I get it, man. Like yeah, you look so silly, but I mean, I would probably not wear those, but maybe some other type of lenses or something like that. But in terms of a game getting like faster and stuff like that, I think it makes it more exciting to actually play.
Yeah.
But I think if pals were to get, I guess like less hot, I think that would also make it really interesting. But games would probably last way longer.
Yeah.
I was doing a wooden paddle like classic where everyone played with a wooden paddle, and really I think playing that showed me like this is the true essence of what pickleball is. Where you know it really is like the drops, the resets, and like yes, people can put it away, but it's way harder to put it away.
Yeah.
And it actually does take skill to like do well in like in that versus having a paddle you can hit the like fuck out of the ball.
Yeah.
Different game, but I think hitting the ball hard is also really exciting too.
Yeah.
And I think for like pickleball to cross into like the mainstream of sports, I think it has to be fast. Because you're right, people don't want to just watch like minute-long rallies of dinking. You know, they'd rather just see something boom, 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 boom. Especially like hand fights. You know, those things are really exciting to watch.
Yeah. So let me ask you something, right?
Yeah.
From a spectator, it's like even though you play from a spectator standpoint,
Yeah, not a pro perspective.
a professional content creator, but when you play pickleball, have you played with like a really good pro yet?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. Well, I don't know, but I'm sure like at your level, 5'0", 5'5", what do you play right now?
2-5.
No chance. Anyways, but I'm sure people can hit it pretty hard,
Yeah.
right? And what happens now, in my opinion, is, yeah, people speed up a lot,
Yeah.
but the points don't go more than like 2-3 volleys back and forth because it just happens so fast,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Women's pickleball is more exciting because they stand further back in the kitchen line,
Yep.
right? And they kind of hit swinging volleys at each other, and it looks sick,
Yeah, it
right?
does, yeah.
But guys have the ability to kind of hit a ball out here,
Yeah.
very hard and down, right? Where it's kind of a quick point sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it just makes it shorter.
Yeah.
Where to me on TV, even when that happens, you can't appreciate like the
you
speed of the ball regardless. Like when someone's hitting drives and singles and the ball's going so fast
Yeah.
in person, and then on TV you're like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I remember I went to like a 4.5. Like this is when I first started. I went to a 4.5 tournament, and I remember watching these guys play, and I was recording while I was watching, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like the ball's going so fast, like in my mind. And then I recorded. I ended up watching the like recording. I was like, "Dude, the ball looks so slow." But like,
Yeah.
it doesn't do it justice. I don't know what it is, but like
Yeah.
the ball not traveling or showing that it travels that fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing it in person is a whole completely different game than watching it on TV.
Right. So my point is, as fast as it is now, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't do justice.
Yeah.
So what point can you like take it up to where it might do justice, but it's just too much?
I don't know if I know. I think that's actually a really great question. I actually don't know if making paddles harder or making it faster is the answer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe it really is to go back to like the roots of pickleball, where it is these long strategic rallies.
Yeah.
And allowing people to actually have I guess having people have less heat on their paddles and more so like the skill of being able to like rally and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think most people will tell you more spin, less power, because you can actually get creative.
Yeah.
Right? Like creativity goes a long way, right? When you see someone like trying to hit winners in a very specific, unique way. And being able to like speed it up without thinking like this ball is just gonna hit me in the chest and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Right? So like things like that. So yeah, I would say most people would go, and I think Zane Avital talks about it often, was like more spin, less power. Like I should be able to hit a ball from like my ankles and like whip it in, like if I'm willing to go for it. But now it's like if I hit this one, I'm going straight for your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if it hits you, sorry, man, right?
Yeah,
Which is kind of tough. Like that's not how I think it should be.
No,
so
I agree. Yeah.
So you are gonna be here, gonna go Pickleball Escape tomorrow,
Yep.
right? And so when you get done with the West Coast, what would
Tour.
you
The West Coast
tour?
tour,
Yeah,
West
West
Coast
Coast
tour.
tour.
Yeah,
Like,
West Coast
what are
tour.
your plans after?
I think I'm gonna go home for a little bit.
Okay.
I already missed my bed, so I probably will stay home for like a few weeks.
Where's home for you?
Boston. I'm
Okay.
in Boston. And then I might want to try to check out the World's Tournament in Dallas, and maybe try to play actually.
Okay.
Me and Pickleball Holic, we're talking about potentially putting a team together to play.
Okay.
That should be exciting. And then afterwards, I'm flirting with the idea of going to Asia again, just to just keep seeing the game grow over there.
Yeah.
I've been to Asia 3 times within the last like 2 years, and every time I go back, there's more infrastructure, there's even better players, and it's been really cool to see the growth of like pickleball in Asia. Yeah.
Do you think, like, how? Actually, let me rephrase that. How long until Asia becomes
The hub,
not the hub? I guess like more than the pro level. I'm thinking
like the best players are coming from Asia.
Yeah, like at what point do you think Ben Johns gets quote unquote dethroned by somebody in Asia?
I want to say like 5 to 7 years from now.
Okay.
I
don't even think he'll be playing by then.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think realistically within the next 5 to 7 years, just because like if you look at it geographically, the population size of like players in Southeast Asia is massive.
Yeah.
Also, like these players are playing in the humid heat, that adds something, and also like they're consistently getting better and better and better. And I think it's just only a matter of time until like the best players come from Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting you say that because there's so many sports, right, where they're very American.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say heavy or just kind of like guide, like basketball, for example,
Yeah.
right? Where like they're always, not always, but for like however long I can go far back, it's like they've always been dominating,
Yeah.
right? So it just kind of makes me wonder, like, how long until, somebody from India, somebody from China, whatever it is from, they can come in and just kind of like be the best.
Yeah,
player.
I mean, I think that especially with American sports, or I would say that there's like an emphasis on like physical stature,
Yeah.
and like strength and stuff like that. Like for basketball, you have to be tall to be good. You can't
Yeah.
be like 5'4". Versus, I think in Asia, because for one reason or another, like Asians have been more so like ping pong, badminton, and tennis. Whereas I think size doesn't matter as much. I would
Yeah.
say. I think that's where the real difference will be between like why like these Asian players will be pretty good competing against like American players, because size doesn't matter versus in pickleball. I would say
Yeah.
matters less.
Way less.
Way less.
Way
And
less.
it's more about reflexes and like strategic thinking.
Yeah.
And I think for them, that's something you can kind of learn over time, or like practice and work on. You're not gonna work on being taller. You're not gonna work on being bigger or stronger. You know what I mean? I think pickleball allows you to compete regardless of your size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm probably like 6'1", 6'2".
You're a tall dude, bro. You're a tall dude.
But I don't think I'm that tall, but here's the catch, right? For pickleball specifically, like I think being my size, I think being Jay de Villiers' size, I think even saying like Ignatowicz, like I do think it's too tall for pickleball.
Which is interesting.
It is interesting. Now, I will say the equipment of just pickleball overall is so all over the place.
Yeah.
That could change, right? Because now you're kind of seeing, like, if you're familiar with all the pickleballs, right?
Yeah.
Like, the lifetime bounce is a lot higher.
Yeah.
So then I don't have to get as low.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So then it's kind of like, okay, if I'm taller and I'm not as flexible as somebody else, but I don't need to get low or as low, then it's like, okay, well, maybe being tall is actually not so bad.
Do you feel like because you're taller, you're a bigger target though? Does that ever like?
Yeah, and I have really long arms, like even for like my size and frame.
Yeah.
So I can get caught easier. Where, like somebody has like short arms, I feel like can just kind of react a lot quicker and faster. I also feel like I'm like a little bit on the taller side, but I'm also pretty heavy. Like even though I might not look like I'm heavy, I'm like over 200 pounds. So it's like. It's kind of like, okay, like if you're 6'3", let's say, and 185, it's like 15 pounds make a big difference, right? But then now if you go to like 5'9" and 170 or whatever, like now we're talking like you're really light.
Yeah,
you can move quick.
You can move, you know,
and pickleball is a lot about like getting from A to V very fast, very quick, very explosive. Yeah. And not so much of like, oh, let me just kind of like hit this ball really hard. It's like you need to get there first. You know? So I don't know, it's just kind of interesting because right as we like speak and talk right now, like if the game was more finesse and not as much power and stuff, I actually think people like me would be better because we can reach in longer, we can do more stuff. We're like we have extra inches to like work with, right?
I mean, I can only imagine you're reaching the kitchen like that's
right. But now it's like, well, it doesn't happen as often because these people are like wailing the ball at my face all the time. And then like I'm big, so it's hard for me to get out of the way, right, or react quicker than somebody that's like 5'8" and.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I went to Asia, dude, like that's the style that they play at. They're not really like they're speeding everything up that they can, and it's like you know when you speed up, you're supposed to do like 70%, 80%.
Yeah.
They're doing it like at 90, 95. They're trying to like bag you. They're not even trying to get the ball in. And like everyone plays like that. And I think because of like the emphasis on badminton, tennis, and ping pong over there, everyone's really good at it. And it's like, I went over there, I played against like these older guys. They were like 60, but they beat my ass. Like, I thought I had fast hands.
60 over there is like 35 here.
I
was in Vietnam myself, and it's crazy. I mean, their style of life kind of like gives it up, right? But it's like they're just so flexible. They're like super healthy for the most part. They can move around. They can do all these things. And then I'm like out here at 25, barely being able to squat because my ankles and like my hams, like everything's just so tight, you know? So it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, dude, I think that's all I got for you. If there's anything you want to like say or bring up or.
No, I mean, I think that like, the pickleball content side has been really awesome to do. For me, this is a way to spread the game like even further. And for anyone watching from home, like if you're ever thinking about doing content, especially for pickleball or just in general, just start. You don't really need fancy equipment. You just need your phone and just start and be consistent with it.
Yeah. That was an edu thing right there for you guys. No, but like always, huge shout out to APL Pros. If you need a paddle, hit them up. You dripping. Obviously, huge shout out to Volair as well. They make good paddles, good company. And thanks, Vinny, for,
Thanks, DJ. I appreciate you, bro. That's fun.